Blessings, everybody. NICO here with your Pathwatchers report for the incoming wave that is here to stay for all populations. The first week of April brings a huge turning point. This new shift is personified in the Strength and Wheel of Fortune cards. Here comes the new addition to the March displacement waves, augmentation. Aspects of greater personal power, ability, and evolution are integrating into the personal experience of all willing and working hearts. The Strength card is the embodiment of balance and cohesion of all aspects of self, elevated and exalted in mastery. No separation, no compartmentalization. The Wheel of Fortune brings amplification of all energies and outcomes. Expect bigger, faster results in response to the emotions, vibrations, and frequencies most consistently held and expressed in one's reality. This is what was discussed in the April monthly preview, occurring now, right out the gate. There is also a focus on visibility and clarity of the true spiritual and energetic state of all occurrences and beings. What is held on the mental, emotional, and energetic level will manifest as the external presentation. The outer and inner are merged into one expression. The true heart and spiritual presence of all things made clear. No veils. If there's any concern or worry arisen by this, please release it. All it takes is a shift, a pivot, to mend and alter one's course for the highest outcome. If you are interested in refining or catching up on any topics regarding creation and manifestation, please check out my Deep Topics playlist. It's on my main channel page. All content there is to help people of all experience levels. Personal revelation and dispensation of new talents and abilities, no matter the level of spiritual experience, is available for all willing to accept the work. It is really quite exciting. So many level ups and activations I am feeling are already beginning just as I write. The Strength card combined with the Wheel of Fortune is also presenting a combined balancing and catch-up opportunity that will also be available for those who are just at the beginning stages of their journey. Everyone, prepare for a boost. Alright, Aries, now that we've had a chance to look over what the incoming wave of this week is, let's see how it actually lands for you. Just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. And also, for those of you who have been asking, the Oversoul guided meditation on how to connect to soul family and soulmates and twin flame energies has been up. So if you want to check that out, it's on my main channel page. You can click on my avatar beneath this video or open the down bar below and follow the links there. So looking at the coming week, your archetypal themes are all centered around the Temperance card. And I get a big sense of correction going on, but not correction in a way that's meant to feel unpleasant. Because with the Temperance card upright, I'm actually getting this feeling of a lot of distillation and a lot of perfection, not just correction, occurring here. With the Temperance card upright, we are experiencing a matter of letting all of that which is not in the highest interest of all concerned, not applicable to our highest outcomes, start to fall by the wayside. And with the Temperance card upright, in the spirit of augmentation, as we just talked about, there's going to be some drastic power-ups going on to other prospects that are still actually a part of your bigger goals, your bigger desires and ambitions, whether it's for your personal life, your spiritual life, your material life, whatever. But we also have to be getting rid of distractions. We are starting to combine forces with the Temperance card upright, but only those things that make the cut. You are going to be experiencing, I think, a fairly bittersweet week, but at the end of it all, it is overwhelmingly positive, so long as we're not overly attached to those things that we know are ultimately not applicable to the highest opportunities, highest outcomes, or the best we can have. Because the Temperance card is the filtration and distillation process. In fact, as we get to news and arrivals, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and it does look like when it comes to an interaction with a group or with friends or with family, somebody is pulling out this week. Somebody can no longer maintain their position or do their part or contribute what they would contribute or what they've promised to contribute to either an effort we've been pursuing jointly, or maybe even a circumstance where you have decided to either give somebody the boot, relieve them of duty, just to understand, yeah, you need to lighten your load. We are doing a lot of decluttering and filtration this week, and it doesn't mean it has to be something personal, right? Don't personalize and externalize everything, but it's about making sure that, look, if the Seven of Pentacles reverse is showing up, they're not really doing their best for you, and them trying to fake and muddle their way through isn't really doing the best for them either. In fact, this could actually be something that is getting dropped because it's too high maintenance, it's too expensive, or it's too much of a tax on the relationship that we have with this friend or this family member. This project itself may have its best chance when other people have their hands on it. And so it's going to be an interesting kind of week for a lot of you because we're going to have to play some musical chairs with who's on our team. Or maybe not on our team, rather who's on the bridge, right? When you think about Star Trek, who's allowed to be on the bridge with the rest of the officers. As we get to material resources, we actually have the Six of Swords upright. And we do see a lot of you Aries people actually getting the cue or getting the push to make a big leap in a big direction here. With the Six of Swords, there's always a transition to an improvement. There's always forward momentum. But what I'm kind of getting here from you is that this is actually, an early departure. I think a lot of you are getting a chance to start something early, or maybe even retrieve something early. Maybe it's starting early on a new job, getting paid early, getting a chance to start actually advancing your career, a creative project, or maybe even something relating to household concerns, something that you didn't actually expect to be able to cash in on. Well, with the Six of Swords upright, I am getting this feeling that a lot of you are moving on, and even if you were told you had to wait on this, or it was sort of a promise that was maybe going to get delivered later, something has gotten out of your way. In fact, with the Six of Swords, I also see a lot of you finding reasons to maybe even leave a situation, even if there's some certain maybe transactions or priorities that are kind of technically left unfinished. We can tie up those loose ends later, but there's an acceleration, augmentation, going on to your material and professional prowess this week that's allowing you to kind of skip ahead and move ahead, whether it's, again, embarking on something completely new right away, or maybe even promoting or elevating your position faster than you've been ever told you could. As we move on to love and relationships, we do have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And there is sort of a need to pay attention to where people might be trying too hard. And it does not mean that it's going to be a bad week for love and romance. The Seven of Wands reversed is still actually pretty positive for love, because it does indicate that everyone in this circumstance, or even new people, are ultimately acting from a place of investment, interest, love, and loyalty for all concerned. However, when we have the Seven of Wands reversed, in this case, what I'm actually getting is that somebody is refusing to let something go that they need to let go for the relationship, or maybe even their own material concerns, their own life outside of the relationship, to have its best chance. And this may be something that you have to sit down and have that talk with a partner about, or maybe even somebody new, where it's like, look, we are trying so hard to maybe bargain out of defiance or denial. We have to not necessarily know when to cut our losses, but we have to know when to make our moves and react and adjust accordingly. The Seven of Wands reverse does indicate a partner or a crush may be actually trying to help you, trying to support you, but in a way that might feel a little bit intrusive, a little bit over the top, a little bit of a breach, right? They're kind of helicopter partnering this week. And of course, the intentions are good, but at the same time, it's important to understand where those boundaries need to be drawn. Those people coming into your life will be definitely coming on a little bit stronger than maybe you're used to. It's it's okay to tell them to tone it down a bit, but if you don't want to chase them away, remind them that you reciprocate if you reciprocate, because sometimes the Seven of Wands reversed again, people can take things a little bit personally. All in all, though, it's about refinement and filtration this week. So make sure that when you are in a space where certain friends and family members need to be kind of letting things go, letting things drop, or maybe, again, getting dismissed by you, people aren't taking it personally. If you have to kind of reassure a partner or maybe work with a situation in a relationship where people are trying way too hard, overcompensating, or trying to save something that doesn't need saving, that they understand that as soon as we let things go, things are going to get a lot better. Maybe as a partnership, we're fighting for something that we're just attached to because we're used to it, but we could actually have a better relationship if we decided to embark on that new, following the Six of Swords example. Maybe for a partner that's not as easy to do as you are. You are put in the responsibility seat with the Temperance card upright to be the champion of understanding that growth means acceptance of something new. Expansion means also not being attached to old parameters and old walls. So that is what I've got for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.